everyone, this is Samir. Welcome back to my channel EasyGate. Now we will be solving two questions on the sources concept. Look at the first question. The non-linear IV characteristics of two terminal non-ideal sources X and Y are shown in the figure. Okay, these are the characteristics of non-ideal AC sources, which are non-linear characteristics. Okay, this is the characteristics of source X and this is the characteristics of source Y. Now, look at the second part of the question. If the sources are connected to 1 ohm resistor, that means this source X and this source Y are connected to this 1 ohm resistor. We need to find out the current through this 1 ohm resistor. We are given with this circuit and we are given with this characteristics. That means we are given with this source X and source Y and 1 ohm resistor. We need to find out this current through 1 ohm resistor. Okay, for that we need to find out the source X voltage value as well as internal resistance value. We need to find out this voltage value and we need to find out the internal resistance of this source Y. Because these two sources are non-ideal sources, we will be having some internal resistance for these two sources. So how to find out the voltage value of this source Y? Sorry, how to find out this voltage value of source X and how to find out this source Y voltage value and how to find out the internal resistance for source X and source Y. By using this characteristics, we need to find out the voltage and internal resistance values of the source X and source Y. Now, I hope you are clear with the concept of this question. If you want to try this question, pause the video and try it. I hope you have got the solution. Now look at my solution. Here you can see that this is the characteristics for the source X. This is the characteristics for source X. I need to find out the voltage value of this source X. So in this graph where you can see the voltage values in the x-axis. In the x-axis you can see the voltage value. In the y-axis you can see the current values. Right? So I need to find out the source X voltage value, which is directly you need to keep this voltage value. Okay, the x-axis voltage value is nothing but 4 volts. This characteristic is touching at 4 volts. That means this is the voltage value of this source X, and the current value of this source X is nothing but 2 amperes. Okay, this is the current value of source X, which is nothing but 2 amperes. Okay, now we got the voltage value of this source X. We don't need this 2 amperes current value because we are given with the voltage source, right? So I got the voltage value of the source X and I need to find out the resistance value of the source X. So for that I am doing the voltage divided by current. So the voltage of the source X is nothing but 4 volts and the current of the source X is nothing but 2 amperes. Resistance means what? Voltage divided by current. So 4 divided by 2, that will become our internal resistance, that is 2 ohms. Okay, that is 2 ohms. Now look at the source Y. Now look at the source Y. So this is the characteristics of source Y. This is the characteristics of source Y. Here you can see that the voltage value of source Y is nothing but 3 volts and the current value of source Y is nothing but 3 amperes. So you should directly keep the voltage value of source Y is nothing but 3 volts, and you need to find out the internal resistance for this source Y. How to find out that? Internal resistance means what? Voltage per current. So you need this voltage value and this no voltage value, divide this 3 volts voltage with 3 amperes current, you will get the resistance value, which is nothing but 1 ohm. Now you got the voltage value of the source X and internal resistance for the source X, and you got the voltage value of the source Y and internal resistance of this source Y, which are nothing but 4 volts and 2 ohms. This is the voltage value of X and resistance value of X. 3 volts and 1 ohm. This is the voltage value of source Y and internal resistance of source Y. If I connect these values in this circuit, it will look like this circuit. Okay, it will look like this circuit. Here you can see that this is the source X, this is the source Y. Okay, this is source X and this is source Y. This is our 1 ohm resistor, right? The source X value is nothing but 4 volts and the internal resistance is 2 ohms. The source Y value is nothing but 3 volts and the internal resistance is 1 ohm. Now you can simply apply KVL in this loop. Apply KVL in this loop, simply you will get the current value. Okay, I am applying KVL in this loop. In the upcoming lecture we will be knowing about KVL and KCL in deeply. Okay, so minus 4, by applying KVL in this clockwise direction we will get minus 4 first plus 2i plus 1i minus 3 volts plus 1i. Okay, which is this equation is equal to 0. We will get 4i is equal to 7. So I will become 7 by 4, which is nothing but 1.75 amperes. This is the current which is flowing through this circuit. That means this is the current which is flowing through this 1 ohm resistor in amperes, 1.75. I hope you got the answer and you got the solution for this question. I hope you are clear with the concept. Now look at the second question. Second question is the same question. Instead of voltage sources, we have to use current sources. Okay. The second question is the same question. Instead of voltage sources, we need to use current sources. So the circuit will become like this. If we are having the current source and another current source, X and Y current source are parallelly connected and the 1 ohm resistor is connected in parallel with the X and Y sources, and we need to find out this current through this 1 ohm resistor. Okay, we need to find out the 1 ohm resistor current. Okay, so we are having the same graph here also. Okay, take the graph, same graph here also, take the same graph here also. Okay, by the graph you can see that the current value of this X source is nothing but 2 amperes and the voltage value of this source X is nothing but 4 volts. Okay, here we need the current values of source X. We need to find out the current source value of the source X and we need to find out the internal resistance of this source X, right? The current value from this graph for source X is nothing but 2 amperes and the voltage value of the source X is nothing but 4 volts, so that the resistance, internal resistance will become voltage divided by current, 4 divided by 2, that will become 2 ohms. So now we got the current values for the source X, which is nothing but 2 ampere, and the internal resistance of the source X is nothing but 2 ohms. Okay, the current value is nothing but 2 ampere and the resistance, internal resistance is nothing but 2 ohms. Now come to the source Y. For the source Y, we are having the current value from the graph is nothing but 3 amperes. From the graph, the current value is nothing but 3 amperes and the voltage value is nothing but 3 volts. The voltage value is nothing but 3 volts. We got the current value. We need to find out the internal resistance of source Y. So that the internal resistance will become 3 volts divided by 3 amperes. 3 volts divided by 3 amperes, that will become 1 ohm. Now we got the current value of source Y and the internal resistance of source Y, right? Now you need to connect this current source value and this internal resistance value and this current source value and this internal resistance value in this circuit, to get this current. So to get this current, I am connecting these values. Okay, I am connecting these values. The circuit will look like this. Circuit will look like this circuit. Okay, the circuit will look like this circuit, right? So this is the source X. This is the source X and this is the source Y. So here you can see that this is the current source value of source X and this is the internal resistance. So practical current source, in practical current source, the resistance is connected to current source in parallel. Okay, remember this. Most of the people will do mistakes in this problem. Okay, we will connect, most of the people will connect the resistance value in series. Okay, resistance value in series, but that will be wrong. Okay, here you can see that you need to connect this internal resistance value parallel to this current source. Okay, similarly you need to connect this 3 amperes current source and this internal resistance 1 ohm internal resistance parallel to this 3 amperes current source. Now we got the circuit. Okay, now here very simple to find out this current value. Okay, apply the KCL at this node. Apply KCL at this node. I am considering this node as V. I am applying KCL at this node. We will get -2 because this current is entering into this node, and the voltage is nothing but V at this particular node. So the current through this 2 ohm resistance will become V by 2. So plus V by 2. So the current -3 is entering into this node, that will become -3, and the current through 1 ohm resistor, that will become V by 1, and the current through this 1 ohm resistor will become V by 1. Okay, so is equal to 0 by KCL, right? So if you do the sum of this all terms, you will get 2.5 V is equal to 5, so that V is equal to 2 volts. You will get V is equal to 2 volts. This is the node voltage at this particular node. Okay, this is the node voltage at this particular node. Okay, you need to find out this current. Right? For that, simply that will become I is equal to V by 1, because the current is nothing but voltage per resistance, right? The current is nothing but voltage per resistance. The voltage is nothing but 2 volts, so 2 by the resistance is nothing but 1 ohm. Current will become 2 amperes. I hope you are clear with this problem. Okay, any doubts? Okay, keep a comment. Okay, any doubts? Keep a comment in the comment section, right? Come to our next question. VI characteristics of figure A are shown in the figure B. Okay, this VI characteristics of this figure A are shown in this figure B, right? And if a 10 ohm resistor is connected across AB of figure A, then we need to find out V and I across this 10 ohm resistor. Okay, we are given with this circuit figure A, and the characteristics for this figure A are given as this figure B. Okay, and if we connect this 10 ohm resistor across AB, we need to find out this voltage across this 10 ohm resistor and current through this 10 ohm resistor. That is our aim. Pause the video, try this question. Okay, pause the video and try this question. I hope you got the solution. Now look at my solution, right? We will be solving this question within a seconds. Okay, within seconds we will be solving this question, right? Here you can see that you need to observe the graph carefully. Now look at the solution. In the graph you can see that the value of voltage is given in the y-axis and the value of current is given in the x-axis. That means this is the voltage value and this is the current value, right? This is the voltage value and this is the current value. Okay, we are given with this voltage Vs and we are given with this internal resistance Rs. Okay, we need to find out this voltage Vs and this internal resistance Rs. Okay, this is also the similar question, so you need to directly keep this Vs is equal to -20. Okay, whatever the voltage value is given, that is our internal voltage value, this voltage value. Okay, this voltage Vs value will become -20 volts, right? Whatever the voltage value is given in the y-axis is considered as our voltage value. So Vs is equal to -20 volts. Now what is the internal resistance? Internal resistance is nothing but voltage divided by current. Voltage divided by current is nothing but resistance. So what is the current value from the graph? That is -2 amperes. Okay, this is the current in the x-axis, which is nothing but -2 amperes, and the voltage value is nothing but -20 volts. Voltage value is nothing but -20 volts. current value is nothing but minus 2 amperes. So resistance will become minus 20 divided by minus 2. That will become 10 ohms. So we got this internal resistance value as 10 ohms and this voltage value as minus 20 volts, right? So our task is to find out this current. Our task is to find out this current. Now we got all the values. So apply KVL in this loop, or you can simply find out this current by using the voltage divided by this resistance or by plus this resistance. Sorry. So if you want to find out this current, you need to divide this voltage with this total resistance, right? That will become I is equal to Vs divided by Rs plus 10. So Vs is nothing but minus 20 volts divided by Rs, we got 10 ohms. So 10 ohms plus this 10 ohm resistor, that is 10. Okay, we got minus 20 divided by 20, that will become minus 1 ampere. Okay, now we got the current through this 10 ohm resistor, right? To find out the voltage through voltage across this 10 ohm resistor. Okay, we need to find out the voltage across this 10 ohm resistor. That will become the current into 10. That means this current into this 10 ohm. Okay, the current we got as minus 1 ampere. So minus 1 ampere into 10 ohm, that will become minus 10 volts. Now we got our solution, that is V is equal to minus 10 volts and I is equal to minus 1 ampere, right? So this is a very simple question. Understand the concept behind the question so that you can solve any question, right? If any graph is given like this, or any graph is given as V and I, and the question is given as Vs and Rs, or anything Is or Rs, okay, you just take the voltage or current value whatever given in the graph. Okay, here minus 20 is given as voltage value, you should directly take that voltage value. If here a current source is present, you should directly take this minus 2 as our current source value. If you want to find out the internal resistance, you just divide the voltage value with the current value. You will get the resistance value. That's it. It is very simple. Okay. Now look at the similar question. Here you can see that if a 10 ohm resistor is connected across AB, we need to find out V and I respectively, right? We need to find out V and I respectively. That means this is a practical current source. We are given with this practical current source, and the characteristics for this practical current source as given as this figure. Okay, and we are connecting this 10 ohm resistor across this practical current source. We need to find out the voltage across this 10 ohm resistor and current through this 10 ohm resistor. It is very simple. Pause the video and try it. Okay, pause the video and try it. I hope you have got the solution. Now look at my solution. I said here we are given with the current source value. That means you need to directly take the current source value. In the now look at this graph. Now look at this characteristics. In this characteristics, the voltage value is given in the x-axis. That means this is the voltage value. We don't need that. Okay. The current value is given in the y-axis. We need this current value, right? Okay. We are given with the current value as minus 2. Okay, as minus 2 amperes. So directly take this minus 2 amperes as our current source value. Okay, which is nothing but Is is equal to minus 2 amperes. And what is the voltage value from this graph? That is minus 20 volts. Okay, take that minus 20 volts. And we need to find out this resistance value. Resistance means what? Voltage divided by current. So voltage value is nothing but minus 20 and the current value is nothing but minus 2 amperes. That will become, resistance value will become what? Minus 20 divided by minus 2. That will become 10 ohms. Okay, that will become 10 ohms, right? This is the internal resistance. We got this internal resistance. We got this current source value as minus 2 amperes. Internal resistance as 10 ohms, right? Now we need to find out this voltage value and this current value. I am finding out this current value first. So look at this current value. So current value will become the total current into the opposite resistance divided by the total resistance. This is the current division rule. By using current division rule, I am finding out the current value. That will become I is equal to Is into R, Is into Rs divided by Rs plus 10. Okay. So substitute these values. That is nothing but minus 2 into the Rs is nothing but 10 ohms divided by here Rs plus 10. That will become 20. You will get a minus 1 amperes as our current through this 10 ohm resistor. Okay. You can find out, or you can find out this current value in a simple manner. We are getting this 10 ohm as our internal resistance. That means here we are having 10 ohms. 10 ohm and 10 ohm are connected in parallel. Okay, resistance will become same. So this current source value is what? That is minus 2 amperes. Minus 2 amperes is coming into this node. Coming into this node. That is entering into this node, right? We are having these two resistance connected in parallel. That means this current will divide equally. This current will divide equally. That means minus 1 ampere go to this resistance and minus 1 ampere will flow to this resistance, right? We got minus 1 ampere as our current. Okay, now very simple to find out the voltage across this 10 ohm resistor. It is very simple to find out the voltage across this 10 ohm resistor. That will become current into resistance. Current into resistance. Voltage is equal to current into resistance. Resistance value is 10 ohm. So current value we got minus 1 ampere minus 1 into 10. That will become minus 10 volts. Okay, minus 10 volts. This is the current value minus 1 ampere. This is the voltage value, that is minus 10 volts. I hope you are clear with the concept of sources, practical sources. Okay, I hope you have enjoyed this lecture. Any comments, please comment in the comment section. Okay, any doubts, you comment in the comment section. I will try to reply. I will try to make the videos on the your doubts. Okay, if you like the video, please subscribe and press the bell icon. Share as much as you can possible. Okay, any doubts, please comment. Okay, thank you.